Hi YouTube, I want to talk about 0 hours contracts today. There's been a lot of talk in the news about it, a lot of bad press about how exploitative they are. Now, let me say to start with, if I was on a 0 hours contract and not allowed to change jobs, not allowed to get a second job, then I'd be with it in a second's flat. But amongst the people I know, this isn't the case. 0 hours gives maximum freedom to employer and employee. They don't have to employ us. We don't have to work for them if we don't want to. This is flexible. Certainly compared to the jobs for life of the welfare state era, which is coming to a close. Okay, it's insecure compared to those jobs, and they do still exist, but they're becoming rarer. The less secure a job, the easier it is to get. It's as simple as that, because it's less of a risk to the employer. True, you won't be able to get a mortgage on 0 hours contracts, but a mortgage in Britain? What about London? You try getting a mortgage. In fact, renting is cheaper than having a mortgage in all of London's boroughs except Barking. Also, 0 hours contracts will be good for women, paradoxically, because you don't get maternity leave with 0 hours contracts. And maternity leave does not help women. It makes them unemployable. No matter how intelligent they are, no matter how skilled they are, employers will be frightened to employ women who might claim maternity leave. 2 women on maternity leave is enough to destroy a small business. And that doesn't help anyone. And this is the point about 0 hours contracts. Yes, if you compare them to secure secure jobs for life, which have gold-plated pensions in the end, okay, they suck. But that's not the alternative. The alternative is unemployment. No one wants that. The vast majority of 0 hours workers would be unemployed if 0 hours contracts weren't allowed, and that's the point. So paradoxically, it strengthens the working classes. It strengthens the position of women because of its lack of security. Because there's plenty of cheap labour in the world. And there's plenty of robots that may replace us in the future, especially in the care industry. Although I don't think we're as much risk as taxi drivers. So, spec on the screen. Yes, so 0 hours contracts aren't perfect, but they're better than being unemployed, and the vast majority of the jobs created in Britain as we're coming out of recession, and we are, but people find that difficult to believe, and that's because the vast majority of the jobs created have been part-time. Maybe if more secure contracts were enforced, a lot of those people would be unemployed. Anyway, I see full-time jobs as serfdom personally, so I say get lots of part-time jobs so you can play bosses off against each other. Maximises your labour power. That's what counts. See you later, YouTube. Bye bye.